Hey, what's up YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Allegories Silver Round. Let's do it! Thank you so much for watching my video. I sincerely appreciate it. If you want more information on investing in precious metals, or if you love watching videos about gold and silver, then subscribe to my channel. Now, we're doing a review of the Allegories Round. This is the 1 ounce version, and technically it's not a coin because it comes from the Germania Mint, and there is no country of Germania. It's just sort of an area, but very, very beautiful silver round here. So the first round that the Mint came out with was the 1 ounce silver Germania BU, and then now they're starting the Allegories Series. So this is going to be a whole series of silver rounds. This is the very first one in the series. We'll take a look at the reverse here. Germania up at the top, 2019. Very, very beautiful. And, it's kind of interesting because this shield here is, this is not from any sort of royal family or anything. This is just what they made up for the look of the round, but it's very, very beautiful, gorgeous. I love the look of it, and 5 marks there at the bottom. So let's take a look at the COA for this beautiful piece of silver, and special thanks to the Germania Mint for sending me one to review. I don't believe they're available yet to the general public. I think you can buy them, but just on pre-sale from what I've seen from the different websites. So we got our COA here, Germania Mint there on the left, the official coins of the Germania Mint. Okay, limited mintage, of course. The Allegories Britannia and Germania. So this 4/9's fine, 1 ounce BU, release is limited to 25,000 pieces. That's for the 1 ounce. They're also coming out with a 2 ounce version, which has 2,500, and a 5 ounce version that has 500 pieces. So let's take a look at the design of this beautiful, beautiful round. I think people were extremely excited for this to come out. There's been a lot of hype. The Germania Mint is putting out some gorgeous products, and this one definitely hit the mark. So in the background, we have this sort of a dot feature behind the two ladies. If you don't know, the lady on the right, that's Germania, and the lady on the left is Britannia. You can tell this is Germania because her shield here with the 2-headed eagle there, and then Britannia obviously with the Union Jack shield. But very, very gorgeous. I love on the outside, you can see this sort of the features around the numbers there and letters. Really, really cool looking. Just gorgeous. 4/9's fine. And then obviously Allegories. Like I mentioned, this is the first in the series. So right now these 1 ouncers are going for around $30 on pre-order. But if they run this series for quite some time, which I think they will, we could see the price go up dramatically in these. I wouldn't be surprised to see these in the $50 range next year, and possibly go even higher. So, if you're sort of a cowboy flipper and you like to buy silver and then try and resell it later in the future, I think this one still has some meat on the bones. I mean, $30 for 1 ounce of silver is quite a lot of money, with the spot price being around $16. But this is a premium, low mintage item, so I think, you can't really go wrong with these. And then here on the reverse, really, really gorgeous. So the top left of the crest features the Germania Mint's 2-headed eagle. So you can see the 2-headed eagle there on the top left. And that's sort of like Roman mythology. I think it's a symbol associated with Janus, which is the god of all origins. And the 2 heads, they're facing opposite directions. They symbolize the past and the future. So at least that's what the Mint is saying. And then the checkerboard on the top right, that is associated with wisdom and prudence. The bottom left corner is the 3 flowers on a gold ribbon. It's obviously all in silver. We can't really tell. but it's the three values determining a strong independent nation: unity, integrity, and freedom. And then the bottom right corner is a wild boar, which is a powerful and respectful animal in the Roman Empire, symbolizing mightiness and power. And I think it's interesting too, this is 2019, which is the year of the boar, and there is a boar on it. So I'm curious if in 2020 they're going to have the boar on it as well, or a different animal. I'm not sure what the year is next year as far as animals. But really awesome looking round. And they have already told us what the next one in the series is going to be. It will be the Columbia, which will be Germania meeting with Columbia, which is the lady for America. So it won't have the Britannia on it, but it'll be Columbia with an American flag. And that looks like a really gorgeous piece. I can't wait for that one to come out. And I have noticed that you can, on their website, vote for which one you want to see next year in 2020. And there was a one-headed eagle or a two-headed eagle on her arm, Germania's arm. And I voted for the one-headed eagle. I think it looks cooler. But I think probably the two-headed eagle is going to win because that's the symbol for the country. And one other thing, too, I wanted to mention about these is because Germania isn't a country, this is just a round, and it does have the 5 mark face value, but you can't spend this anywhere in the world for 5 marks. Germany used to have the mark. They don't now, but if they ever, I guess, separate, then they could go back to the marks. Even then, I still don't think you'd be able to spend this. So I think this is probably always just going to be a round, but they're very beautiful. And I do think it will hold its premium as far as a collector piece because of the low mintage, especially the 2-ounce version and the 5-ounce version. I think if you're able to score one of the 5-ouncers at a decent price, that thing is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Now, the Germania Mint, I don't really see them slowing down on the series. So far, we know that they obviously are coming out with this one, or depending on when you're watching this video, they probably already came out with it. And then they're coming out with the Germania meeting Columbia, which I'm assuming is going to be later this year because it says 2019 on it. And then next year, we're already voting on the first one of the year for 2020, which will probably end up coming out probably in like December anyway. Or, it might come out early next year. We'll see. Which has Germania with the eagle on her arm. But anyway, this whole series is just supposed to be Germania essentially meeting with legendary national personifications in symbolic circumstances. That's why they're calling this the Allegories Series. So, who all is Germania going to meet with after that? There's so many different people throughout history she could meet with from different countries, different places around the world. So, really the sky's the limit. They could run this series for quite a long time if they wanted to. And I think that they probably will, and they should, because it's a great series. It's very beautiful. I think that lots of people really like the idea, and, it's nice to look at. So anyway, let's take one more look at the reverse here. And I do want to say too that they sent me the 1-ounce here, but I'm very tempted to try and pick up one of the 2-ouncers. I was actually looking for them online, and they were completely out of stock on Provident Metals for 1-ounce, 2-ounce, or 5-ounce. APMEX had the alert me for if they ever had any more come back in stock for 1-ounce, 2-ounce, and 5-ounce. I did find the 1-ounce for sale, pre-sale on Bold Precious Metals. It says they'll be shipping on August 19th. So I think if you wanted to pick these up in 2-ounce, you're going to have to do a little digging. 5-ounce is going to be very hard to find. I think they might be sold out on all the pre-sales, and if you can find them, they're going to be very expensive. But it looks like there is still a good amount of the 1-ounce left. 25,000 is not a tiny mintage by any means. That is quite a bit. I mean, with 25,000, it probably will sell out likely, but it might take some time. So I don't know that you need to pick these up like right away if you want one. But if you do want to collect the series, I would highly recommend buying this sooner than later, especially when the second one comes out, the Columbia, because it does have Germania meeting with the Columbia with the American flag. So I think that'll be very popular here in the US, and people will want to get into the series at that point, and they'll need to buy this one. So if you did want to buy these to flip, pick them up as soon as you possibly can. If you haven't already, you might have missed the boat on it. But if you want to buy at least one just to have for a fun series, I think they're really cool. So anyway, thanks again to the Germania Mint for sending me that for review. Super awesome of them. And thank you to you so much for watching my video. I sincerely appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Silver Dragons out.